Sorry for there's always some technical difficulties, right? We fly by the seat of our pants here at Camden County College. No, that's not true. Camden County College, welcome everybody. Camden County College Cougar Esports, getting ready for some Valorant playoff action here tonight. So my name is Sean DeWire, and with me is Shane Costello. Shane, welcome back to the stream. This is not the first time you've casted Valorant, so we love to see that. I think this is your third time?
Third time. Yep.
Wow. Well, hopefully third time is the charm, and then we get another win. It is going to be a rematch, University of Kansas versus Camden County College. University of Kansas coming in on completely opposite ends of the spectrum from the Cougars at 2-5. What do you expect to see tonight?
I'm expecting a decent game. I mean, they fought back. They were able to get a seed in the playoffs. We went 2-0 against them in the maps last time, so I'm hoping to see them do that again.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that it's totally fair to kind of sort of expect that coming in here. So as we see, we got the Cougars kind of getting ready to go. So University of Kansas 2-5, but let's be honest, Shane. I think that's a hard out. I mean, I don't think that this is necessarily a team that you can look past in the playoffs. I mean, that's also worth noting that the Cougars will be down one of their starters as well. So Brendan will be coming in, Firecat. So we'll see how they adjust to that. That could be an opening possibly for Kansas. I don't know. So I mean, we're heading into Bind first, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. And last time we played them on Bind, we managed to squeak out a 13-8 victory. So, like you said, we're down a player and having a substitute step in. So we're really hoping to see them step up and do just as well. Yeah.
No, I think that's totally fair to say. So I know that the players are getting ready to get into games. So we'll take a small break here, and we'll be back. We'll be back with some Valorant action. Playoffs, round 1, the NSL Varsity. It's very, very exciting. I mean, I know that you're going to bring the energy tonight. I'm going to be bringing the energy tonight, and I hope everybody watching also bringing the energy tonight. So we'll see everybody in just a couple of minutes. Valorant action coming right at you.
All right, so it looks like we have the Cougars on attack for Bind. A few picks getting hovered for them. Bus being the only one locked in on a Viper. Again, not something we saw out of him in the previous weeks, so it's going to be exciting to see what he can do with that. Over on the Jayhawk side, we have a Cypher, a Sky, a Brim, a Raze, and a Sova. So definitely a lot of intel on their side. We know how the Cypher works. He's got his tripwires. He's got his cages. His ultimate being allowed to show where the enemy team is on the map. Big ult there to give them some intel. So we have a few players locking in
Select
on the Cougar side.
agent.
Flame going on Brim. Yuno going on Raze. And Nish going on to the Sky. And we'll see if we get that 5th locked in on Cypher or not. And we do. So a lot of utility on the field, a lot of intel that can be taken with those. So it'll be big to see how these guys played out. And as we get into map 1, we do have a sub compared to our normal roster. So it's gonna be exciting to see what we can get out of him and how the team is able to rally around each other for this game without a big member of their team in Vortex. And just as they usually do, we see the Cougars pushing over towards B, and the Jayhawks having 3A and 2 on the B site. Both ciphers setting up their utility, their tripwires, their cameras.
That goes there. No more chances left.
We'll be able to see right there. We'll see if they can, if they're able to get underneath it or not. It's a big thing with Cypher, making sure that they can't just go under or go over those tripwires there. And we see Bus leading them up through mid. He'll be taking on the sky of the Jayhawks if he pushes in. Nish throws out the flash. He's pushing up long. They have a dog going out. He clears out the market. Gets rid of that Cypher trap. Blinded by
I must wait a moment.
Sky. Bus pushing into Hookah. Trying to clear out his corners. He's got that smoke down, so he doesn't have sight yet. Gave a little bit of an audio cue there. Flame and Nish holding cross angles. We're holding it out to see if we can get an easy sight take. 40 seconds left.
Smoke's down.
And we have some more smokes going down from Flame. Flash goes out, and they're pushing in with 30 seconds to go.
30 seconds left.
Quick one. Nish goes down. Bus gets Bandito. Flex gets Boss. Flame getting refrag on Flex.
Right
Flame with another kill on Varsity.
Last player standing.
Sharpness taking out Red Panda. Flame with the rotate there, going through showers.
10 seconds left.
And he's going to get the plant down. It's 21 health with 2 of the enemy team at full health. So we'll see how he's able to play this. And it looks like they're coming from his flank. We'll see if he's able to get an audio cue. Clearing out the rotates. And he's pushing through heaven. He hears the spike getting defused.
One enemy
He's able to
remaining.
take out one. We'll see if he gets another tapped on the diffuser. Get some damage. And they're sticking it. And he's able to get the kill. What a round by Flame there. Low health and still able to pull it out. What a big first round there for the Cougars. And it looks like just like round 1, round 2 is going to go the same way. 3 defenders on A site and 2 on B. A quick push through mid. Could get someone caught out here. Getting ready to dog down long. Just clearing out his corners there, allowing his teammates to push up.
Here.
Camera Nish taking out Bandito. Flash going into sight. Clears out that elbow. And the plan's going down. Suppressing fire from the Cougars. We see Red Panda taking out Vassar. Flex taking out Panda. Now, Cloud caught out by Nish. Able to get a couple shots down there. Cougars looking to hold sight.
One enemy
Flame taking out Flex, Uno taking out Sharpness and Cloud to give the Cougars a 2-0 lead for the match so far.
They think we wouldn't fight back?
All right, so fantastic job there, Shane, with the first couple rounds. Some clutch plays right now from Camden County with a 2-round lead, 0-2. But again, early, very, very early. Certainly plenty of time left for the Jayhawks to get back in this one.
Yeah, it's early on, and we see the full buys coming out from the Jayhawks, bringing in some of those Vandals.
Here.
And the Cougars this time electing to go for an A push.
Time.
Sending 2 through showers. There's a ult coming out from Flame. Boss takes out 2. Flame takes out a 3rd. And just like that, they take a quick site control, forcing the Jayhawks to rush back to A from B site.
Healing over here.
Then we have Nish healing, and his teammates allowing them to be back to full health. Vassar taking out Boss. Underneath takes out Bandito. And he gets that last one in heaven. Vassar takes out but the util and knowledge of him being there is known, and Flame's able to finish it out for the Cougars.
Well, a quick 3 rounds for Camden County, and that's got to feel pretty good. I mean, that is that round. We talk about the round 3, Shane, as that pivot round, right? That is that what they call the bonus in Valorant. A couple of rounds saved for the opposing Jayhawks, and not able to get that win is going to likely send them into a save. And as you can take a look at the buys across the board, it's going to be some mixed buys, some light armor, a stinger coming out, but a complete full buy. And now the Cougars looking to build up some bank.
And it looks like the Jayhawks on defense are being a little bit more aggressive over on that A site, pushing into showers.
Okay.
However, this time the Cougars do go back to their typical B push. Just dogging up long to get any intel, clearing it out. And they're moving in. And able to get that camera down to see if he's able to pull out anyone on the site already. There we get Panda flashed. Boss takes out Cloud. We know the rotates are being made now.
Cage trigger.
Throwing down a cage,
Cage trigger.
allowing them to get a plant down. Uno taking out the Sky of Bandito. A 5v2 now for the Cougars. Uno with the ult through back sight, not able to connect. And Panda on a slow flank to get the easy kills, hopefully.
Well, he's going to have to swing it. He's going to have one. He might have a second. Surely they know that the opposing player, Sharpness, hanging out, and Nish will clean it up. Round 4 in the books. Camden County starting off very strong, and what has been their signature map this season.
And 4-0 not only taking a toll on the game, but on the eco as well for the Jayhawks. Keeping the Cougars alive, they're building up that economy, allowing them to be able to lose a couple rounds if that were the case. Keeping their guns and util, only buying what's necessary. And we're going to go back to a B push, but it looks like the Jayhawks have switched over to 3 men on that site now. We see a flash coming out. It's able to connect. Judo taking over that hookah with Boss, clearing out their corners, making sure they're able to enter. Flex had taken some damage, it looks like. And we're going to slow down the pace a little bit. A dog coming through long from the Jayhawks, being a little bit more aggressive than they once were in that situation. And we'll see them holding that crossfire. Cloud still holding down A for the Jayhawks, just in case of that rotate. A minute left on the clock, and we're still at a standstill. Really just waiting to try to force the Jayhawks into an awkward position here. We see Flex in that backseat, and Uno may have been able to see his head on that jump.
So a very disciplined defense from the Jayhawks. Now Flame is going to walk up here. He's going to check his corner. Surely, wait. We did get some information.
Like butter, baby.
It's possible that there was. I think there might be a technical issue happening with the Jayhawks here. So we might have to. There may be an awkward pause. I think the Cougars are going to have to probably put out a pause here. More than likely. As you can see, there is no movement happening across the map here from the Jayhawks, so surely a technical issue. So we'll likely take a break here in just a moment to see what's going on with that. And look at there they are posing. The Cougars wasting no time. All right, so we will take a brief break, I think. So Shane, I'm gonna let you continue to cast if it continues here. And I'm gonna
One enemy remaining.
go into the directorial sort of path here just to make sure everything is going according to plan and make sure that we're doing the right thing by Kansas here. Obviously want to make sure that we can hit this pause if needed. Again, it was that 4 rounds to 0. In fact, it has. I think that we have hit the pause, as you can see. So we'll take that moment to come back to you and I, and we'll talk. We'll talk. So I think in the chat what was mentioned that there was a fire alarm that was pulled. So we hope that everything's okay over at University of Kansas, and that maybe it's just a drill or anything along those lines. But until then, we'll take a few moments here. I think we're actually gonna let's take a small break, and then you and I will come back and talk a little bit about what we just saw. Sound good? All right, cool. So everyone, stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
All right, and welcome back. So there was a technical issue. The Jayhawks had to leave their arena due to a fire alarm. So because they had to leave mid-round, we did allow them to get 1 round on their side in order to keep the economy fair. So that way we can have a balanced game for both teams due to the unfortunate circumstances. And here we go, we have Bus pushing up mid. And just as like beforehand, we have 3 defenders on B site for the Jayhawks. Flash push back out. And we have a smoke going down. It looks like he's got some lineups for himself. And Pando on the back side, seeing to see if he can get the flankers, setting up those tripwires to call them out if they do get past.
And Bus saw a couple people on the flank. Smoke's coming down. Things are going to get a little bit wild here. Bandito hiding in the smoke chain gets one. Just dropping.
And there goes the Jayhawks backing up. Yuno and Bus
Satchel out.
taking care of the flankers, it looks like.
Well, they certainly suspect Bus and Yuno, and they're going to let battle be joined. Gets the first one, and Bus here to try and get that kill.
30
Doesn't get
seconds
it.
left.
Rotating around.
Last player
Flex
standing.
takes out Panda and
Spike
Flame.
down B.
Yuno in a 4v1. Gets some damage on Flex there. It's flashed, and Flex takes out Yuno to end out the round for the Jayhawks.
Well, you know, it is kind of unfortunate for Camden County. Certainly had the momentum on their side there. A really, you know, I don't want to say easy, but comfortable 4 rounds that then suddenly, to get that bit of a layoff there. I think that ended up being over 20 minutes for sure by my count.
I have
So
retrieved the spike.
we'll see. Well, does that affect them here?
And a flash goes out. Nish logging down long. Able to call out 2 defenders there. Flame taking out Flex.
I know exactly.
3 flash there. Nish takes out Bandito. Bolt going down from the Cypher. Nish taking out Vassar.
Up there. So it'll have to be Cloud, and it's Flame from the side. Didn't even see it. Even the cameraman was confused. 6-2, the Cougars bouncing right back. And taking a look at the money, it's still going to be the Jayhawks strapped for cash here. And if you take a look at the kills coming across the board, they're not feeling all that comfortable, right? So Flex there with 6 kills. After that, dropping off dramatically.
Here.
And don't look now, but all five of the Jayhawks with their ultimates in hand.
There we see that dog coming out from Nish and a flash thrown back their way. Another one coming out.
I've got your trail.
An ultimate coming out from Nish. They're going to follow the Seekers, getting intel on where the Jayhawks are hiding. Flame Nish takes out Flex. Nito taken out by Nish. Yuno down. There goes Nish as well. And Bus is able to finally get the kill on the Cypher.
Now, will the Jayhawks, will Cloud, I was going to say, will he commit
Spike planted.
his ultimate? He won't, and I don't think Sharpness will either. Bulldog in hand. I don't think you even really try for this, do you?
And he's able to switch that out for a Vandal, which statistically will do more damage. And it looks like he's running back to A to save that gun.
Yeah, he's going to just take that Vandal. I mean, it will be an upgrade, so a small moral victory.
And it looks like he's pushing through showers, possibly being able to get a pick on the way out. but the Cougars avoid taking the teleporters, so they should all be safe here.
Camden County now with that large lead, 2-7. Not really missing a beat here after the long pause. So if we take a look now at the score, or excuse me, at the money, Jayhawks, you know, again with those 2 wins, Shane, don't have that loss bonus stacked up. Actually, they might have it back now, but the Cougars have some bank to play with.
And it looks like the Jayhawks opting to 4-stack B-site this time with the heavy presence that the Cougars have been having over there. Bus clearing out Puka, making sure all his corners are safe, of course, fully committing to it. Nish with some suppressing fire up here in the smokes. And the camera from Panda going up.
Molly.
Molly coming out from Flame. They see the head of the Cypher. Coming down. All the Cougars able to avoid it. Bandito taking out Nish. Yuno taking out Flex. Panda taking out Bandito, and Sharpness taking out Yuno. Zero takes out Panda. We're in a 3v2 for the Cougars.
Last player standing.
Now 2v1 for Flame here.
Oh my goodness, and the rocket tickles his toes but doesn't get the kill.
Now he's just got to weigh his options here. The spike is down on site.
Smoke's down.
He's going to have some smokes coming out. We'll see
30
if he's able
seconds
to take
left.
the spike and run.
Satchel out.
He's getting pushed back there by those blast packs from the Rays.
So Flame is going to have to get in
Out of
there, and you know, I kind of like the fact that he's waiting. The smoke's going to come down. He might have a kill. He sees Visair, doesn't take the
10
shot just
seconds
yet.
left.
And it'll be the Jayhawks taking that round.
You say something? Sorry, ear's still ringing.
That was a smart play there by Flame. Although he wasn't able to get the kills, he played it fairly well around that smoke.
I think he did. In fact, I'm not sure if I really agree with how Kansas played it, waiting for that smoke to come down in those aggressive positions. I think if Flame takes that shot, I mean, it's going to be a hard one, but if he takes and makes that shot onto Visair, suddenly things get interesting.
Here we have a fast push coming out from the Cougars yet again. They're just dogging out into sight, getting some intel on where they may be. Getting that orb there for our Cypher. Camera going out. Flame takes out Flex.
Molly.
He's going to get a molly into that back corner. Yuno watching elbow to make sure no one's there. Takes a shot underneath. He's safe. Boss is able to get one sight. Nish takes out Sharpness. Flame's taking out Vassir. Nope,
One
coming out from
enemy
Cloud,
remaining.
taking out Panda.
Spike
Nish
down,
taking out
B.
Bandito. Cloud again taking out Nish.
Oh, this could be a feels bad situation for Cloud. Bad timing. Does get an ultimate down and gets 2 kills, but it won't
Last
be the
round
round.
in
One
the half.
round remaining here, Shane, until we swap sides.
And the Cougars there were able to bring it back after a few kills there from the ult from Cloud, taking out 2 of their top players. Yeah, we have some juggling with a spike there, and possibly 2 flanking through A just to be safe. And as you see, all 5 of the Jayhawks on B site.
And Yuno might have a little bit of a read here. He's going to walk through A uncontested. And the Jayhawks at some point here, if they don't hear or see the Cougars, are going to start to suspect that something might be up. And if Bus makes it on through, again, Flame going to get spotted out there, which is not going to really make these rotations coming out all that fast.
And there we see Bandito and Vassir pushing towards A a little bit just to see if they're able to see anything.
Welcome to my
The
world.
ult coming out there. Looks Looks like Yuno taking over
this
heaven
flank.
control. He'll be able to pick off anyone running by that's unsuspecting. Taking out Varsity.
And has ultimate available. If he sees both of them, it might be time. This is the last round. Surely not going to let it go to waste, and it comes out. Finds sharpness.
And Bandito is able to get by. He's going to push through that side part of
One
site.
enemy remaining.
And now 5v1. Yuno sees him. Taken down by Bandito. They know where he is. They're going to push him out. Bandito takes out Flame, but a quick refrag from Nish there. To end it 9-3 for the
Switching
Cougars for
sides.
the half.
What a half indeed. 9-3, certainly not a spot you want to be if you're Kansas. I guess it could have been a lot worse. I mean, I guess it could have been 13 or 12-0, I guess is is what I'm saying. At least 9-3 gives yourself a chance. But at that point, you can pretty much afford to make one mistake. Drop the pistol, pretty much you can afford to seed that next round, and then you're playing perfect from there. But so this all-important pistol round here on the attack side for Kansas coming up here in just a second.
And it looks like the Cougars opt to have 3 of their defenders on the A site, with 1 from the Jayhawks pushing through showers. Plus pushing up with Nish, taking some shots down long. A dog coming out from Kuka. And the Jayhawks here playing a bit more aggressive than the Cougars had on the attack. Quickly pushing onto site. Bus takes out Sharpness, who is flying through the sky there. Bandito taking out Bus, and Yuno taking out Bandito. We have a rotate there. Varsity taking out Panda along the way. You hear some util going down. Flame on.
Spike planted.
Takes out Varsity.
Kansas not clearing the entire site, and they'll pay for it.
Flame's able to take that switch so he doesn't only have short
One enemy
range.
remaining.
Taking out Cloud.
And they spotted them both, and that'll be the round.
And what a retake there for the Cougars. Flame holding it off with just enough time for his teammates to come over for the help.
And it was that lurk from Flame, as it looks like University of Kansas will go ahead and take that time out. So, well, they get to talk about it for about a minute. We're going to talk about it for about a minute. So that pistol round, we just talked about it. We can't really overstate just how important it is, both for the Cougars to win that, to really feel good about this map, but also, I mean, your chances are now limited for Kansas. What do you do here? Do you force buy? Do you really just kind of draw the line in the sand, so to speak? Or do you seed this round and then hope that you can play perfect offense here on out?
I think we'll see them hold off on this round, see if they can get that loss bonus and full buy by that third round. See if they can sway the momentum their way, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree. I tend to agree with that. I think, however, early on, and again, what is round 1 of the playoffs, I might go for it. I think the Cougars wouldn't really expect a force buy here. Get some stingers, play fast, and we'll see what the decision ultimately ends up being. All right, so let's take a look. Who was right? Well, it looks like you were right, Shane, at least for the moment.
This goes
Just some light armor on Bandito, which is probably just to match some of the... It's kind of actually odd. Because now I'm looking at it, they will put them at the lowest money.
there.
Not really sure what that's about.
And we see Nish flashing down long, playing a little bit more aggressive than they did the first
Launching
round.
smoke.
Nish and Bus holding an angle here. Crossfire as Flex comes up. Called out by Nish. Bus is able to take out Flex.
Spike
Cloud
down,
takes out
B.
Nish. Bus taking out Cloud, even though he was flashed there.
There. There.
They now have Spike down and full control of that
Chill
area.
out.
Pushing over to the B with Bus. Panda taken out by Vasir at the teleporter.
Luckily, the spike not on the A site, though, so it's going to end up being even numbers 3 versus 3, but certainly it's going to be Camden County with the equipment advantage. You know, with one, Bus with another. And suddenly it's down just down to sharpness.
He's slow pushing here, seeing if he's able to get it.
Poison's off.
Boss out of sight. Yuno quickly puts him down there.
No one beats my firepower. I got this.
The Cougars now getting that round win at the post-pistol round, which is something you fully expect them to get, but still something that you still have to win the round, right? Ultimately, still feels really good. It's kind of like free throws in basketball, getting kills on the board. Sometimes you just have to see them go through the net, so to speak. See them come up in the feed, maybe we'll say. So Kansas leaning here toward the A site. Might be testing the defense here. Needing to play absolutely perfect now.
And we see these full buys coming out of the Jayhawks. Panda here hoping not to get droned out by the site.
And I'm not sure that dog saw Bus in a really cheeky position here.
And there we have the orb from Showers. Panda's able to get that. Camera may have called him out, but Yuno's watching over.
I
Now
know
taking out
exactly
Panda.
where you are.
We have Bolt going down there. Yuno takes out 2 with his nades. And it
Camera
looks-
didn't see it, but yeah, Red Panda went down. It's immediately traded back by an awesome paint canister.
And there we go with the rotate through teleporter. Bus still on B site, so he'll be able to meet them here.
One enemy
Taking out
remaining.
Flex, but he's taken down by Sharpness quickly, and Nish finishes it out for the Cougars there.
Match point.
Match point. The Jayhawks in map 1 with their backs up against it. And it won't be a pretty buy. Again, if surely dropping 3 rounds in a row, you're going to have to force up here. It's going to be some sharpness with some kills, of course. Will afford them a rifle and light armor. Everybody else on, SMGs. So let's see if they decide to play it a little bit differently. Flame going to be spotted out first. Gets swung on.
Sharpness taking out Flame, Yuno taking out Sharpness, Panda getting Vasir, and it looks like a fast push by the Jayhawks here onto the A site. Ignition Bus still holding down B in case of that rotate there. Plant going down on A, and then we hear Yuno with his ultimate taking out that planter. Pushing up,
One
got some
enemy
shots down.
Defenders
Cougars
win.
able to finish it out there for the
Wrecking.
map 1 win.
I'm so proud.
Map 1 very much in the books. And they looked rather comfortable, did Camden County. Listen, I think that they came to play tonight, no doubt. I mean, again, that is their map. You expect them to be rather dominant. But again, you still have to play the rounds. You still have to make those kills. Tell us what to expect. We didn't make our prediction, by the way. We'll have to make that for map number 2. But before you give us a prediction, what can we expect from University of Kansas heading into map number 2?
I'm hoping to see them kind of swing the momentum around a little bit. They did last time playing the Cougars. They went 13-2 on this map in favor of the Cougars. So we'll see if they've changed their gameplay a little bit after some VOD reviews and see how they counteract it.
All right, fantastic. Well, everybody, we will see you in just a few minutes as we will have map 2 underway. Camden County up 1-0 against University of Kansas NSL playoffs round 1. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
Alright, and we're getting back into the game here, going into map 2. Alright, and map 2 being Ascent. Let's see what both teams have here. The Jayhawks Cloud going on.
Choose your agent.
Bandito juggling around a little bit. Flex on ISO, the newest agent here in Valorant. Sharpness going on to the Sova, previous played by Cloud in the last map. And Varsity staying on the Cypher. Bandito locking in that KO there. For the Cougars, we have Flame on the Omen, Nish on the Jet, Bus on the Breach, Panda on the KJ, and then we have Yuno on the Fade here. And as I stated earlier, last time these two teams met on this map, it was a 13-2 win from the Cougars. We'll see if they're able to pull that out yet again. And we have the Cougars starting on defense here. Sending 3 towards A site. And looks like they might have a switch round, we'll see. Omen playing
Placing
mid.
swarm grenade.
Panda playing on B.
Placing swarm grenade.
Trying to get that nade in its right position. And it looks like the Jayhawks all lined up to go B. Maybe a fast push like we've seen from them before. And here we get into it. They're running in through it. And just like that, they're onto site. Panda being the only one there to hold it down. He's taken out by Flex. And now the Cougars are going to have to play a retake.
Mark 1.
Plant going down.
Spike planted.
Some calls on the Jayhawks. Flame flanking from behind. Nish and Yuno playing a bit of a cross angle here. Just pushing on. Flame taking out Sharpness. Flex taking out Nish. Yuno taking out Flex. Flashing out from Bus. Bus taking out Cloud.
One enemy remaining.
Yuno takes out Asir.
Last player standing.
Bandito takes out Bus. But when low health, and Yuno able to finish it out on Bandito for round 1.
No charges. There. Weapon here.
A fast round there from both teams. Jayhawks really pushing on the site within matters of seconds. We're used to seeing people wait it out about 30 seconds before a push. Really just running it down that time. Here we see the Cougars trying to figure out some stuff on their end. Jayhawks stacking up on B yet again.
Where are
Bit of a fast rotate from the Cougars this time around. Panda taking one down with the
Bring them
ISO.
down.
And the Jayhawks being pushed back by the Cougars rotate there. We see one over on A alone. About to run into some of the Cougars.
Catch them.
Nish takes out Varsity, who is the lone one on A. And it looks like the Jayhawks are finally filing in. Panda pushing up behind, holding down B just in case that rotate changes yet again. Quickly on the site for the Jayhawks.
Where are you?
Yuno throwing out Secret.
Mark 1.
Yuno taking out
Spike
Cloud.
planted.
Just playing close.
One enemy
Sharpness takes
remaining.
out Yuno. Bus takes out Bandito. Sharpness takes out Bus.
Blocking sight.
There's a 3v1 here for Sharpness. Panda rotating on to help the rest of the Cougars.
Blocking
Shock
sight.
darts coming out. And Flame taking out Sharpness to finish out that round 2 for the Cougars.
Gun here.
Team Ace.
And it looked like we saw some Spectres and even a Vandal out on that round. Some easy pickups for the Cougars to help out their eco. And it looks like we have a split push possibly from the Jayhawks this time. Sending 4 towards A. With a lurker over there in mid.
Turret out.
We'll see if it's another fast push from the Jayhawks, as they have in the previous rounds. We have Yuta there. Georgia going down. Panda holding down B site by himself. Boss taking out Flex. Showguard coming out. Vito takes out Nish. Flash from the Boss. He's unable to get that. Flame takes out Vassir, and Sharpness takes out Bus.
Well, this is the round that the Jayhawks are going to have to get busy on. Again, it's 3
Spike
versus
planted.
3. They have those upgraded weapons there. So this is the time. But again, Yuno and Flame, who have been outstanding performers for their team, still very much alive.
Cover going out.
Flash coming out there. Waiting for the smoke to go down. It looks like Panda on Heaven helping to hold. Flame taken out by Cloud.
Last player standing.
Movements. Cloud taking out Judo. And Bandito finishes that round 3 on Panda, giving the Jayhawks a round here.
Well, again, that is, if there's ever a round to lose, it's going to be that round number 3. And this is, of course, the Jayhawks map selection. So you expect them to have a little bit more comfort, a little bit more competition here. 2-1. But taking a look at the money, it will be the Cougars, of course, being fully into this round. Just a Marshall on Vassir, which is interesting. Money a little bit light, maybe a force buy at some point there. Opts to go to the Guardian.
We have a quick Sova Dart coming through mid, giving out Flame's location there. A single push with no one holding bomb currently. And a fast rotate off there. Bus taking out Flex.
Again, that's not something you expect to see Vassir. There's that Guardian that we talked about, getting that kill.
And Flame with that quick refrag from mid onto Vassir. They know his location, but we'll see if he's able to get out of that corner.
Yeah, he's just going to hold this spot in mid. They have all of the entryways. Again, they put Panda onto B site, the anchor of Killjoy there. And again, Flame doesn't even need to shoot that sonar.
Cover going out.
And looks like Yuno rotating to help out Flame a little bit there, just in case they were to push.
Shadows traveling.
Bomb grenade out.
Jayhawks pushing up their way into B.
30 seconds left.
Panda takes out Cloud.
Spike down,
Yuno getting
B.
ready for the push.
One enemy remaining.
Flame taking out Sharpness. Yuno takes out
So
Bandito
much
for
for
the
their elite
end of
agents.
the round.
And that was a little bit odd from Kansas. I got to be honest there. They had one player all the way deep onto B, another player lurking mid, another player in B main. And it just doesn't seem like they were necessarily all on the same page, all of different minds that time. And it certainly cost them because there was nobody there to refrag Panda onto B, and then suddenly everything just kind of came apart.
Right there.
Placing swamp
And it
grenade.
looks like the Jayhawks opting to go back to a 5 push all over on B. Panda being over there solely by himself. Some smoke's going down. Dishwashing mid. Stun going out. Some shots coming down. And they're on site of Flash coming out. Lex taking out Nish. Bandito taking out Panda.
Bomb's fine.
Now the B site very much in control of Kansas, but do they know that Yuno is here?
Planted.
Certainly the question. Yuno will bide his time. That kill onto Viscera is huge.
Powerless.
There we have that KO coming down. Bit of a miscommunication, possibly. Flame taking out Cloud.
And this is where this site on the retake gets awfully claustrophobic as the remaining Kansas players, the Jayhawks in the back of sight here, getting very, very tight, Yuno with 1 and a second. The 4th round in the books here for Camden County. This site, Shane, can be so challenging. The B site, you need to be so crisp on your defense because the moment, and it was really that kill that Flame got onto Viscera, once they no longer had control of B main, then that site, again, becomes awfully, awfully tight. A few sizes too small for the Jayhawks.
And Panda doing a pretty good job holding down that site by himself. Stopping the push and slowing it down from the Jayhawks each time. Giving his team enough time to rotate over for the assistance that he's needed.
It's you and me.
We have an ISO ult coming down.
And he gets the kill! He enjoyed that moment, does go down, but you know, you'll take that trade. ISO ult for a kill.
No charges.
Spike
Tank
planted.
goes down. The Cougars looking to take the retake here. Vasir takes out Plus and Flame. Been doing a good job of lurking over on A. Takes out Yuno there in mid, and Sharpness finishes out on Nish.
Well, Viscera with that flank, actually pretty huge. Gets 3. And it's a lot of key players for the Cougars going down.
Yeah, we've seen Vasir really lurking a lot over on A. Kind of just taking them out without realizing it. With that, looks like we have him back to going towards A, not following the rest of the team and trying to get those empty picks.
Can't use that.
Another fast push here. Nish already taking some damage. Flame takes out Flex and Bandito there. Taking out Sharpness.
My ultimate is
Flame is on a tear this round. 4 kills there and
I know
Vasir
exactly
over in
where you
tree.
are.
Well, Viscera going to commit these Cypher ultimate, doesn't have the spike. So I'm not sure what can be gained here. And Flame actually, by the looks of his movement, it really wants this ace. And he is in the neighborhood of this area. It could happen.
And he's slowly pushing up. We'll see if they have a wrong time turn. They're really searching for him there, and he's just hiding in that corner.
And Viscera gonna get a whole lot of intel. He knows people are lurking around. Is this gonna be a save? Is he just gonna be looking for some economic damage, potentially?
30 seconds left.
A really hard round to win. And again, they are, the Cougars very much on the hunt, so to speak. Looking through spawn, they just can't find him. And it very much now is looking like a save. And now maybe Bust that's a beneficiary not looking the right way. A dangerous
10
game
seconds
being
left.
played, and you can take a look there. Flame still looking.
Vasir taking out Nish. Boss finishing it out, but that kill from Viscera there really did some damage to the econ. Just a little bit that he could do.
Now you'll take every little bit, no doubt. So if you we'll do a little quick reset here. Economy not in a great spot really for either squad. I mean, these have been scrappy rounds in spite of the Camden County College wins. But if you take a look with Flex here, it's going to be a full save just to get the money. Maybe it's just a Sheriff in light armor. Okay. Otherwise, fully into this round.
Flame there on that Odin, spraying through the wall, trying to deter the fast.
Eyes down.
Nish taking out
My ult's
Varsity
ready.
in mid. Vulnerable from that ISO. Sharpness taking out Plus.
You know, gonna be in a really tough situation. I think that was a case of expecting to get that kill with the muscle memory on the ISO.
Here we have the plant going down, the
Spike
door going down
planted.
as well. Flame clearing out tree and opening that line of sight from the door. Nish here with a flank from behind.
Timing is everything. Sharpness just abandoning his left side completely.
One enemy remaining.
Panda taking out Cloud, Flex taking out
Last
Nish.
player
He had that
standing.
double tap there. And Flame able to finish out the round on Flex.
Oh, and Flame a little style points here. I mean, that's one time where an Odin is absolutely going to be useful there. Taking away that double tap potential from the ISO. That damage shield goes away awfully fast. A lot of bullets coming out from the Odin.
Just like before, Cougars really keeping up with that momentum that they had in the previous match. We have Panda setting up his util over on B, with Flame seemingly to help him out a little bit there as well.
Placing swarm grenade.
Taking a look at the money, again, it's going to be a Marshall and some Hail Mary Sheriffs
I'll find you.
coming out from the Jayhawks. One-way smoke set up here for Flame. Maybe hoping to find something. Again, Panda moving into B main, going to be giving his intel away with those sound cues. Nish gets away with his life. Oh, with an open-handed and a precarious position. Going to need some help from his team.
Nish with that amazing kill on Sharpness. Bandito taking out Nish there. Bandito taking out Flex. Bandito taking out Yuno. It's a massacre in mid. Flame getting Cloud. And the spike goes down with that
One
kill.
enemy remaining.
Panda taking out Vassir.
Oh, looking for the knife kill, the statement, and it comes out. The absolute statement, this is not your map, this belongs to me.
If one link breaks, the rest will follow.
And that round right there was really just a flurry of kills all in the one location, all at the same time.
Certainly want to call out Panda as well, who has been an absolute great anchor. Playing on the B side here, been an absolute plus player.
It's you and me.
And we see that ISO coming out yet again. Panda taking out Sharpness, Flex taking out Flame. Bandito takes out Panda, and Nish takes out Bandito. Cloud taking out Nish. Now a 3v2 here for the Jayhawks.
Nightmare, take them!
You know, with the silence.
Last player
Boss
standing.
taken out by Vassir in mid. And Vassir takes out Yuno on that rotate.
So that was a case of the ISO ultimate
Remember, wipe the
being
paint from your guns.
absolutely advantageous, right?
just
So it was a
good
kill,
crime scene etiquette.
but it also took a defender away. It was Flame, so an important player for the Cougars.
This goes
Not
here.
only able to help hold the B site, but then doesn't even have his life afterwards.
Time to work.
And it looks like for the Cougars, we have 4 ultimates ready to play whenever they choose. Panda being called out with that KO knife there. Playing close on the cap with the judge.
Bomb grenade out. Bomb grenade
Goes
out.
down, doing some damage. Panda takes out Cloud and has
down,
control of the spike. Flex taking out Panda, Nish taking out Bandito. Flex there to take out Nish with that double tap.
3v2. The Cougars do get a kill
Spike
on the other
planted.
side of the map there. And so that will be the retake. Again, we talked about B can get awfully tight. And intel gained from Flame uses the Omen ultimate to know where the ISO is.
Flash coming out from his boss. On as well.
Oh, and this is going to be hard here. It's going to have to be a pair of headshots. And they just aren't there for the Jayhawks. 8-3.
Push a button. Save the day. Easy. Last round before the switch.
One more round to go, and let's take a look at the money situation. It's not going to be perfect for Kansas, no question about it. Bandito, in a weird spot. And well, three players will actually afford to get completely into this round. 2 will not. Bandito thinking about the Guardian, no armor, no way. Could be. That's like a kind of a glass cannon if the cannon was shooting Nerf balls.
I know exactly.
3.
Spike down B.
Playing with control. Spike now. Shots on sharpness, but he's taken down by sharpness. See if they're able to get that res on the KOs there. And they are not. Nish holding that back.
And there's that lurk coming out from Visser. You see it across the map here. It's something that
Enemy remaining.
has worked really well when it has worked. It's really been feast or famine, but that said, it is a 1v3. And if I were the Cougars, I really wouldn't take anything too fast, because then things like this happen. It starts to get a little bit interesting. And they know where the spike is, or at least where it was. So in no hurry should the Cougars be.
We see them pushing out, taking out that tripwire there to make sure they weren't called out from rotate. Looks like they're just gonna hold it down B and maybe let Visser pick up the spike and move his way.
30 seconds left.
I mean, so we do have the Killjoy ult to play with, Panda, with that in the back pocket. So, yeah, I think if you're the Cougars, you have to just let Visser plant this bomb, plant this spike, and then just play for that retake. That is definitely the max opportunity you have. And if Panda crosses this street, it doesn't look the right way, but it won't much matter because Nish cleans it on up for the Cougars.
Switching sides.
A great half there from the Cougars, keeping that momentum going, even when it kind of doled out a little bit. Big rounds from Flame, really elevating the Cougars where they're needed.
Nine to 3, just like it was in map 1. As we swap sides here, it will have to be a pistol round for Kansas, you would think, to really get them involved, to feel pretty good about this. And it'll be Flex here. It looks like with that may push and get a little bit aggressive in A main, but he'll have to deal with, it looks like a host of Cougars.
Ready. Focusing.
Flex playing real aggressive there. He's taken out by Bus. Yuno pushing up fast. Cougars really going with a fast push here. Yuno taking out Bandito.
And Flame is going to critically hear these footsteps as well for the rotations. Usually some teams might not expect it,
Enemy remaining.
but it won't much matter.
And as quick as it started, as quick as it ends, round 13 there for the Cougars. We got 3 more rounds to play, hopefully. We'll see if they can keep this momentum going.
Well, Camden County with a commanding lead in this map, a commanding lead in this series, playoffs round 1. By the way, the winner of this, with a date, Texas A&M International University, the week after Thanksgiving. Absolutely awesome matchup to be had.
Shadows traveling.
Nish playing over in the smoke here, waiting to see if he can get anyone pushing through. He dashes on the site. Yuno takes out Cloud. Bandito takes out Nish. Panda taking out Flex, and Flame taking out Bandito.
One enemy remaining.
Bus takes out Sharpness. It's now 4v1 here. Visser taking out Panda. Do they hear him? Flame does, and he takes out Visser to finish out that round for the Cougars.
Well, this is it. Just like in map 1, this is where you have to draw the line in the sand. And actually, we really didn't get a chance to call it out in the previous round, but taking a look at the money right now for Kansas, they must have forced bought because they do not have a full buy coming out here, so it was a forced buy. And so they did exactly what I had recommended doing in map number 1. It does not work out, so it's going to have to be forced buys the rest of the way here.
Going out.
Unless they get a couple of rounds in a row. Oh man, timing is everything. I think Flex was kind of surprised to find Flame where he was.
We'll see if he pushes up Pat to get that gun that they so much need. Bus kind of on that back side. Here's Flex. Pushing out. Flash goes down.
Where are you?
Yuno looking to push on the site. Bandito taking out Yuno. Panda just waiting it out, waiting for his team to come back. So far coming down, showing the location of the Cougars. Buzz taking some peeks there to see if he can call anyone out. Panda playing back, taking out Flex, but does he know about the second? Gets rid of the trip wire there.
30
This is
seconds
an
left.
odd round right now for Kansas. While they certainly have the advantage, they don't have full map control. Visser's going to hear this. He's going to call for it, and rotations are already coming out here. You'll see the Sova player here. He's going to meet them here in mid, and this is going to be the kill. This is going to be the game, maybe.
And Cougars able to take sight with
10
10
seconds
seconds left. Bus coming out. He's flash. Bandito takes out Bus. Panda able to get the spike down.
Last player standing.
Cloud taking out Panda. Nish on the flank. He's pulled out by that Sova drone. Oh, and he's able to take out Bandito. And Sharpness able to take out Nish just before time ran out there.
Well, a bit of a mulligan round for the Camden County. They certainly, they were on hand-me-down weapons as well. They never got a chance to buy, so they surely will here. Well, the Red Panda, not on the best of money.
Here.
It's kind of surprising to see, so it won't be a complete comfortable buy for the Cougars.
And it looks like they opted to change their strategy just a little. Boss taking out Vasir. He was the only one holding down B, so it's going to be a quick rotate from the Sova.
Bring them down.
Yuno and Bus pushing on his site.
Catch them.
Always a tandem with those two pushing together. Yuno watching the long angle.
Oh, and Panda might get a cheeky thing happen here. It was Flame that's going to get the kill.
Shadows traveling.
You know about Flex lurking.
Flex taken out by Flame there.
One enemy
Panda
remaining.
pushing up. Nish taking out Bandito, and Panda finishing it off for the Cougars, taking out Nish to make it 12-4.
Match point.
Match point. Not only is it actually is, it's one of those real match points. Sometimes you'll hear match point in Valorant when we're playing these maps. It's not really match point, we got more to go. But this is very much match point if the Cougars can lock it down. And they're gonna have 8 rounds to do it. 8 rounds to do it, 12-4 is the mark. Kansas now going to be buying, obviously, in every single one of these rounds. And Flex gonna start off with a note.
And the Cougars switching over to a B push this time. And the Jayhawks able to respond by moving 3 over to B this time around. See, looking to get his camera up.
Off your feet!
Some bullets coming down. Nish hit by that.
Scatter.
Here.
Kill the ult coming down as well. Yuno taking out Sharpness. Flame taking out Vasir. Hear that Odin in the background. Bandito with the flash. Does not hit. Yuno's able to get some damage there on him through the wall. vulnerable. Nish pushing up. Flame taking out Cloud.
One enemy remaining.
Taking out Bandito, and Flame finishes it out for the
Attackers win.
Cougars to win it 13-4
So
here on a sec.
embarrassing. Too easy.
Well, and Camden County made it look rather easy that time. Again, down a player, but all the players, listen, and they say it in sports all the time, Shane, it's next man up. And we certainly saw that here tonight, and it was great to see them win this game. And Kansas, listen, I mean, they were 2-5 coming in, so we did expect that the Cougars would win. Completely on the other end of the spectrum at 5-2. So, you know, I can't say that I'm surprised at the end of the day, but I think maybe surprised at just how dominant the Cougars looked. What did you think about the map?
I thought it was great. I mean, big shout out to all of the guys really holding their own. Flame especially leading the way for both maps, honestly. And Panda really, like you said, stepping up in that position for being able to take over a big hole to fill for the Cougars.
No question about it. We can't overstate that enough. So we're going to take a small break. As we like to do, we're going to do a player of the game segment. We're going to get an interview from one of these players, one of these victors. So stay tuned for that. Just a couple of minutes away. So everyone, we'll see you in just a few. Oh, look at that. We got the green screen filtering you out, Brian. So welcome back, everybody. Camden County College Cougar Esports. We are here with the player of the game, Brian Barnaby, a.k.a. Flame. By the way, I'm glad we finally got you here behind the desk because we've seen some fantastic plays from you all season. Have you felt, and have you ever, done any sort of kind of college, competition ever before?
No.
No? It's the first time?
This is my first time doing any sort of like college competition, but I competed before, but not in college.
Well, listen, it absolutely shows. You guys, your whole team played really well, but you in particular, let us know. I mean, tell us, how did you guys feel through both maps? Did you guys feel pretty confident?
After the first map, we had a few good early rounds, and usually once you like have a few good rounds early, you get like a feel for how the other team is going to play and stuff. And it was 2 maps we really knew how to handle, so it felt good. It felt smooth. It was easy.
Well, and listen, it absolutely showed. You guys were very dominant there, so it was great to see. So with that win, you guys have a rematch in a couple of weeks against Texas A&M International University, which you guys, I believe, were the only team to take a map from them the entire season. So it really, this is the final before the final coming up here in a couple of weeks. How do you anticipate that going? How will you guys prepare in the next couple of weeks?
Well, the same thing like I kind of said before. Like once the map starts and you start going, you can tell if it's going to be like a hard map or not. Like the last time we faced them, they made it difficult for us because they ran some stuff we weren't familiar with. So, but after playing them once, we'll probably be able to do a better job at dealing with some of the things we had trouble dealing with the first match. So, we've been labbing it a bit. So.
Awesome. Listen, well, we will definitely be looking forward to that one. A clash of juggernauts, no doubt. So in that particular game, and again, we usually see you on the likes of Sky. We saw some controller play, having to step in there with a player down. So how did it feel having to play controller? Is it something we'll see more from you, or did you?
As much as I don't like playing controller, but when I started playing Valorant when the game came out, I started out just 5-stacking with friends, and the role I played with my buddies was controller, so I have a lot of experience on it. So if I need to play it, I can play comfortably on all the maps, and whatever the team needs. If we need to sub me into controller or not.
All right, fantastic. Well, listen, Brian, again, congratulations to both you and the team. I always like to give an opportunity for you to do a shout out. Do you have anybody that may be watching, that may watch this, that you want to call out? The time is yours. You tell us.
Yeah, just shout out my family and the team in general. Is a good team effort tonight. So
Awesome.
you can't drop big games without your team setting you up for some of the kills and stuff. So it's just good team effort. That's it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So I also like to ask everyone: is there, do you stream? Do you have any social media handles that anybody can follow? This is your opportunity.
Yeah, all my socials are CBK Flame. I'm not really active on them as much as I used to be, but they are there, and yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. Well, listen, everybody, follow CBK Flame in the hopes that Brian, maybe he gets incentivized to be active again on some of those things.
If a good game comes out one of these days that I really like, I might start streaming again. You never know.
All right. So CBK Flame.
Just depends.
Well, listen, if your Valorant play is any indication, it'll certainly be certainly fun to watch. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations again, Brian, to both you and the team, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys in a couple of weeks after Thanksgiving.
Looking forward to playing. Thanks for having me.
Of course, absolutely. So everybody, this was Camden County College Cougar Esports. You were just watching the NSL playoffs, round 1. Camden County with a pretty comfortable win, 2-0 against University of Kansas. The Jayhawks going down, swinging, so it'll be them going up against them, Texas A&M in 2 weeks. Rainbow Six tomorrow night at 8, so make sure to tune in for that as well. So we'll make sure to have that broadcast for you. And again, this is Camden County College, signing off.